Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on last year's national champions, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. We want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hairston. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Minutemen! A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Give to the running back. It's a fumble! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking for space, it's Price. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's a heat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. Spins away from the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Fires to the big fella. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Slings it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Makes the catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Extra point here will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UMass offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, UMass!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down here for the offense. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the move, it's Price. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. The throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Let's go. Break. Single. Let's go.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Hairston. That's reeled in, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. No huddle offense to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. That's caught. It's Houston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Under fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go, set.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Price. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's got an open man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Find some fresh air. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Hairston. The short hands, it's Houston. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was...
Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, UMass! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He's looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here comes the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Price. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Price. Turning it on. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they go back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hairston. Grabbed over the middle, it's Massey. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. With the catch, it's Houston. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Flips it out in the flat. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and just, there he goes! Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. Touchdown, Minutemen! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men will have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation, who will enjoy this win. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, What a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back to throw, it's Hairston. With the catch, it's Smith. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State. They used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.